Hi, this is Roderick Hurley. I'm the principal of Bedford Junior High School, and I'm going to be talking to you regarding our upcoming open house that we have on Wednesday, March 13th. I'm going to be talking to you regarding the presentation I gave to all the fifth graders here in Bedford Public Schools this last week, and I had a nice time at all the elementary schools, and I'm going to kind of go through what I went through with the kids, and you can kind of see the same thing, so you can have that nice discussion at the dinner table with your sons and daughters. So one of our big things at our junior high school is our mission and vision. And our big thing is I had our staff boil this down, and we kind of boiled it down to one couple of words, a few words to kind of sum up our vision and mission, and that's to prepare. So we really feel our goal at the junior high school is to prepare your child, and we work really hard at that, and we have great teachers here. So going through the day in the life of a sixth grader, some things to remember. You're either going to be on a 2-person or 3-person team of teachers. Most teachers will have a homeroom of 25 minutes hooked up to a lunch at 25 minutes. Your classes, which I'll go into more detail in a little bit, are 55 minutes. And the big difference, and I get a lot of moans and groans from the students, is at the junior high, the school day starts at 7:30 a.m., but the positive is we are done at 2:30, so kids get really excited. You can see a map here, and I do point out to the kids the classes upstairs. I warn them not to buy an elevator pass to the 3rd floor from our 8th graders. They do not exist. And the other thing I point out is some of the places downstairs that we go to. Not only do we use stuff downstairs in the building, such as the cafeteria, media center, art rooms, music rooms, wood shop, gym, but I do point out to the kids geography of the junior high. We do use the track and field throughout the school year. We also walk to the Bedford Township Library, and we do activities there, so it's very nice that we have great neighbors there because we like to promote reading, not just during the school year, but during the summer. We also use the great room they have at the Township Library. I always tell the kids, even though I used to be a math teacher in my previous life, English is the most important subject. In fact, we feel so strongly about that at the junior high school. We do have a 2-hour block of English. We cover the Michigan Merit Standards. We use the Pearson textbook, which is online. We use a lot of novels, not just from our media center, but we go online, things such as Sora and other types of computer programs in order to read books. We also have, if students have IEPs, they may be in a resource room or co-taught English class. So English, once again, is 2 hours with the same teacher in a row. Next class is our math classes, and we use the Big Ideas math program. That is online also with an online text. A lot of critical thinking, hands-on, online practice. I really love this part, what I see our teachers doing, and our scores have shown that with the great improvement we've had in this building, is that the kids, they'll do their homework and they'll get that immediate feedback. Plus the teachers can see, oh, they did this wrong or did that wrong, and this is where I need to help the students, whether it's as a whole or individual help on the side. Once again, if your child has an IEP, they may be in the resource room or co-taught math class. Science, they're going to be using the Battle Creek Math and Science kits again. So they're very used to these kits with the journals. We cover geology, energy, ecosystems, and health. Social studies, we cover the Western Hemisphere, so we stick with the Americas, North, Central, and South America. So a lot of neat topics there to cover. This is the one that you need to talk with your son or daughter, and you'll see that sheet. In a little bit, I'll show it to you. That sheet that I sent home, the green sheet, you'll have to pick whether you want to, for an elective, if you want to be in our rotation, or if you'd like to be in our music classes. Music class is year-round. It's the whole year, every single day. So you could either be in a band class, an orchestra, or choir. And the band teachers and music teachers were at the different elementaries doing what they call fittings, looking to see what instruments students would be interested in. The other class is what we call rotation, where you would be in gym for half a year, and gym does have a dress code, shorts and shirts, school colors. Then art 9 weeks, and our wood shop for 9 weeks. We call that tech ed. I call it wood shop, but we had to write somewhere in some program to call it tech ed, so you will have that for 9 weeks. So the kids get to choose. If you do not turn in your form, then I'm going to choose for you. And if they do not turn in the form, I usually put rotation down. So make sure you turn in the form if you do want choice. Got lots of little neat opportunities to try here, and that's a big difference from the elementary schools. Okay, I mentioned this a little bit. Our Chromebooks are very, very important at the junior high. We started Chromebooks at Bedford Public Schools in the junior high, and our teachers are doing a great job. You'll see them using Schoology. Once again, the math books are online, the ELA books are online, social studies books are online. Part of that goal is you're not hauling books here and there and everywhere, so you're using that online features and just more than just reading the feedback, the videos, the different type of information you get. It's more than just looking at a page and reading. So I'm very happy with that, and we use them daily. Make sure they're charged in a safe place, not plugged in on the floor, off in under the bed where an animal or themselves could step on. Grades start to become more important at the junior high. We do an 80-20 grading system. Grades are based on your ability, so we get away from less of did you just turn it in to do you actually mastered the standards. So 80% of our grades are what we call interim assessments, and interim assessments are assessments like projects, homework that you've done several times and already practiced before, quizzes, tests, and those are things that you've already gone over. It should be nothing new for an interim assessment. Then our formative assessment, those first time, so like introductory homework, first assignments, exit slips. And granted, the thing about formative assessment, you're not going to do that great on that because it's the first time you see those things. So that's why we do have those weighted pretty low. Lots of academic support at the junior high school. We got Schoology, of course, which you're starting to get more familiar with at the elementary grades. You can get on, check grades, see announcements from teachers, see what you did in class, especially if you're absent or if something comes on where you're going to be out of town for an extended period. We have 8th hour. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, your choice. You can stay after school. I have some teachers that will help kids. It is a privilege, not a right, so if you're screwing around, we do send you away from 8th hour. We have special education case managers to help our students, so if you're assigned there, if you get tested there, they're there to help. We have guidance counselors that will meet with the students about making good choices, help you stay organized, and help with any other issues. We have math and English language arts labs to get a little extra help with math and English language arts. We have what we call our ILC room, Individual Learning Center. We have an adult manning that during the day, and if kids need a little extra time to get things done, for example, I had a young lady who missed a lot of school because she was sick, was a little nervous that she was behind in some classes, so instead of going to gym class, I put her in ILC to get caught up on some work with some adult help. This slide here is where I get 99.9% of my questions from the students. And the big thing is be involved. I do tell the kids, it's something that we as adults kind of look back on. Oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. You only get to live once, and just having these opportunities to do great things and fun things, that's one of the things that's important about being a kid. Lots of sports and community ed. So our sports are mostly run through community ed, 90% run through community ed. So your same volleyball Saturday leagues or basketball. We do start to branch out in 6th grade with more school sports. 6th graders are on our cross-country team, so if you like to run 3 miles, you can do that. We've had 6th graders this year. We started 6th graders on our track team. They only do the home meets. We have had 6th graders on our girls basketball. We didn't have enough girls go out for basketball, so we did open it up to 6th graders to try out. 6th graders on our boys wrestling. We've done that too. So those opportunities are there. Just keep track of, listen to the announcements or go to the announcement page. Sponsored clubs. We've got lots of clubs. You do have to choose, though, because sometimes clubs will run at the same time, so you can't do everything. For example, last Tuesday we had art club and sci-fi club going on at the same time, so you had to kind of make a choice of what you go to. And we got lots of different clubs, like I said, art, sci-fi, juggling, game, coding. Just pay attention to the announcements. Student council. We do have a student council. They run different activities for the school. In 6th grade, you pick people for the team, so the team will be represented. They help run parties, do our food drives, and so forth. National Junior Honor Society is a big deal. That is, students with a 3.7 GPA are invited to apply. And this is where we kind of get sometimes a hangout. You do not get into Honor Society if you just have good grades. It's not the Good Grade Society, it's the National Junior Honor Society. We have to follow national requirements and national rules. And there's an application, and if you show not just academic achievement, but character, scholarship, leadership, volunteer, those kind of things are processed in that application, then you do get in. So that is something I'm very proud of in the building. We do have a lot of sixth graders that join at the end of the year. We have Quiz Bowl, something we do at the junior high is that during that homeroom time, we let all the classrooms do a Quiz Bowl team, and we compete amongst the grades. So there's a sixth grade tournament, seventh grade tournament, eighth grade tournament, very akin to the March Madness that you have with the NCAA basketball. We run a tournament. We run several games to kind of seed the top 8 from each grade. Then they do their own little tournament. And the team that wins gets a nice heavy trophy that travels to the teacher's classroom for the year. So that's something fun we do. It's run by our PTO, which I'd hope everyone would join. And PTO runs it, and they keep track of how kids do. So what we do is everyone can participate in Quiz Bowl if they want to. They keep track of how kids do, and the kids that participate the most in terms of answering the most questions will be asked to be on our school team, which competes at the county level. So a lot of fun. So during the summer, you will get a letter from me at the beginning of August reminding you about Bronco Roundup. That'll be in the evenings. It'll be 2 to 6 on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. During that time, students will turn in all their paperwork. They'll get their lockers, and they can practice opening lockers. They'll get their Chromebooks, and they'll get their schedule. So they'll be able to literally walk through their schedule, what they have for the coming year, and see where their classrooms are. It's a pretty exciting time. It's the first time they're really getting back all together during the summer, so the kids are pretty excited. And probably the biggest anxiety that we have at the junior high is using that locker for the first time and using a combination lock. So the kids can practice that. You can literally put stuff in your locker. Good news, bad news. The good news is we're getting new lockers. Thanks to you guys. We really appreciate the support of the community. Bad news is it won't be this summer. It'll be the next summer. So we have one more year of the small lockers. So I'm kind of excited about getting the new lockers, which your sons and daughters will be able to see and take advantage of. So that's pretty exciting. So Bronco Roundup is a great time to get together, to see me, get everything together, and really just explore the building. Speaking of exploring a building, this Wednesday, the 13th at 7 o'clock, starting in the gym, we have our open house. I'll talk and address all the families at first. Then we send the students on a scavenger hunt. They'll have various checkpoints throughout the building. They will be able to go through and see different parts. National Junior Honor Society members will sign off on them seeing said parts, and then they can collect a prize at the end. I'll be there, so if parents want to just say hi or have questions about registration, please see me. Those registration forms are due on the 15th. That's a week from today. Make sure you turn it in to your teacher, and there's a link there, which I'll also put in this email, which if you're listening to this, then that means you've gotten the email and you're looking at what I did there. So if you do have any further questions, there's my phone number and there's my email address. Do give me a call or email me, and I'll help you as best I can or find the right person to help you. Really excited about the students coming to Bedford Junior High School. One of the things I really like about the junior high, not just the enthusiasm of your sons and daughters, but it really is the first time we start to mold together and become Bedford, and our kids combine. And we have great kids. That's something to be very proud of. And we, like I said, we are looking forward to seeing them. Once again, my name is Roderick Hurley. I'm the principal of Bedford Junior High School. Please contact me if you have any questions, and have a great day.